Good morning, friends. This is Corky, the Plum Creek Booksmith. I'm back. I'm here bright and early this morning. Um, I haven't had my coffee a whole lot this morning, so I'm gonna take a little slurp here to get me started. Hope that wasn't too noisy. I hope you're all well. I've been working on this lovely soft journal. I fell in love with everything that Rachel has done with her slow stitching and making fabric covers for her books, and other people out there too as well. So I thought I'd try it myself. I think it turned out pretty. And this is what she looks like. Let me find the center here. This is what she looks like all together. She's a cloth spine, or she's a cloth fabric cover. Cloth fabric, that makes a lot of sense. She's a fabric cover. There's a little bit of an old quilt here. I've got a yo-yo here with a little safety pin and string put on there. Yeah, that's still part of the old quilt here because it was a hexagon quilt. That's a hexagon here. That's part of a hexagon. That's a hexagon here. This is a little bit of embroidery. Looks like maybe was a dress or scarf at one time. This is just a little bit of old fabric here, probably a lady's shirt or dress fabric. Here's another piece of like a doily with a lace trim here, or an embroidered, not embroidered, crocheted trim here. Some fabric, striped fabric here on the background. There's a little bit of lace here. Here's some calico fabric. Here's a little bit of crocheted doily here. And then down here was like a sunburst kind of thing. And then I put extra sunburst slow stitching here. And then at the bottom here is a little bit of crocheted trim for that particular piece of dress or scarf. This is some old ticking fabric. And then this is a little segment from the sari tie here. This is where it was tied together, so I hot glued it here, or not hot glued it, just fabric tacked it to the surface. And then I thought this was kind of pretty, just another piece of it was either a napkin or like a small dress or scarf, and it had some eyelet trim here and embroidery, and then I seed stitched it down to this the piece of fabric that made this whole slow stitch piece. So that's what that's all about. I think she turned out very pretty and very feminine. And so the inside is made with a file folder that's cut to, let's see, we've got it going on about 9 1/4 by 5 1/2-ish, somewhere in that area. And then I covered the inside with vintage music paper. And then I put a nice seal on it with a kind of like a Mod Podge, but more for artists. I can't remember the brand of it. So on the inside cover is an envelope, a window envelope, and then I covered the inside of that for something pretty. And then made this little tag that goes in it, and it has some lace trim on the top. And I also lace trimmed it with the same kind of lace. I have oodles and gobs of this. I don't remember where I got it, but I use it a lot, and I still have a lot. So I trimmed the top and the sides and the bottom with that same lace trim. I got a hold of some really fun like flashcards. I got them on an online auction, so I didn't really see them in person until I got them. And I thought they were just manufactured, but they are homemade flashcards. They are really old and they're yummy. And I'll show you the bundle that I got. Some of them were homemade word cards, and the majority of them, although they're I got quite a few of both of them. These are the number cards, and they're all homemade. They must have been done with a stencil. I thought they were pretty innovative for either that mama or the parents or a teacher to have done. And they, like I said, they're very old and vintage looking. So I fell in love with them. So I'll be putting those in journals from now on. I made this little pocket here out of this fan clip art that I had. I thought it went really well with the theme of this journal's kind of vintage and old-fashioned. And then in this pocket that I have folded down into a little diagonal pocket, I put a letter flashcard for the letter W, and I put some of these little money receipts. I think there's 4 of them that are here, and they're perforated, so you can use them one by one. And then a statement page, and it's for 1920 something, so that's how old that is. And those all fit really nice in here. Then this is a top tuck. Forgot to put something there. So let's put one of these word cards in. We'll go to the middle here and choose one random. Oh, house. What a great word. And that's blank on this side. Some of them have a double, but this one just is blank. So we'll put that there. Some of my wallpaper, digital. And then this one flips out. And then on some of these pages that have text on, happens to be out of a typewriter, like a typing course book. And I thought, well, instead of gluing it on, I'll put just a page of something that you can write on. And I put that on with a paper clip. And then this page happens to be from the Etude magazine. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's an old magazine. I think this one happened to be from the 20s. I folded over the top where the date was, but I think if I remember right, it was 1920 something. And it was just a book about music and the arts of that time, mainly music, I think. So the images are really cool. The paper's nicely patinaed. And okay, so then I made a pocket because it was quite a large page. So I made a pocket and I put this vintage antique piece of paper, and it's from 1874. I think it was a treasurer's report journal book for some school district. And the writing is very lovely. And then this is an old ledger book page, and the writing is pretty, well, it's not, some of it's kind of masculine, you know, and then some of it's quite pretty, like a lady wrote it. And then on this page of old wallpaper, I put, this isn't wallpaper, I made some wallpaper, digital wallpaper, and I put some music paper and made a little pocket, and I put this pretty little bird, and then there's an actual Denison label here, and inside is a flip or a flashcard, and it happens to be words. And this is vintage as well, not quite as old as these others, and this is manufactured, and they're patinaed really nice too. And then a little calling card. This is from Tim Holtz, and then a snippet from one of the ledger pages that I had extra for, and so that gives you extra writing space. This page flips out. It's a gridded page, and it's been coffee stained. And then this is an old birthday card, and I have it as pages within here. So the other side's on the other part is on the other, it's over here somewhere. And so I split it down the middle on the inside so we could use the extra space for journaling. And I put some of that nice medical tape here, so that gives that little fold a little extra strength throughout the years. And then I put some sari silk at the bottom to be a pull. A little bit of digital work there, digital stamping. Another page here that I put some extra journaling space. Some of my digital stamping. This is available on my Etsy. It's called, I think, Wallflowers. And I always like to use that. I just think this large graphic is really awesome to see in a journal. This is a page out of a cursive teacher's manual. And so it gives you directions on how you should be sitting at your desk and getting ready to, do your writing. Remember sitting at your desk? I think it was third grade when we started doing cursive, and you had to sit just right, and your paper had to be at an angle, all that. And I think that's all out the window right now. I know when my daughter was in grade school, they just didn't want you to have your page at an angle, and I didn't understand that. But hey, I'm old-fashioned. How funny. Anyway, there's more ledger paper. This is a book out of a this is a page out of a nature book. It's a great big, so this is only like a segment out of that. And so there you go. It's some more ledger book page. This is a page from, I think it was, oh golly, am I going to be able to see where I got it? Nope. Some kind of employment. I think it was like railroaders' employment, and so you would write your this is like your time card, and it's a page out of the book, so it gives you extra writing space. There's a little ledger. This is an old ledger, and I thought the color was so fun, so it's a page out of a blank ledger book. Another one of my wallflower printouts. Here's a lacy paper doily. I had to chop it in half, and then I folded them together so that they would fit this book. So it's overlapping a little bit and glued. Another wallpaper, one of my digital wallpapers. I love it. And then this is out of a Swedish book. Let's see. Swedish Simplified. An easy and rapid self-instructor. So here's a page out of that. You can learn how to either write or talk Swedish just with this one page. And then here's a vintage long and skinny flashcard. And I tucked this page out of a Nebraska college yearbook from, oh golly, 30s or 40s, I'm guessing. And then here's some little flashcards. Oh my goodness. Some little photographs, snapshots. And this one has Emma and George in it from 1937. And this one has George, Hazel, Lily, and Ruth of 1946. So 9 years later, there's George again with probably his sisters, maybe. So those are nice to have. Oh, that was another one of my wallflowers, if you happen to see it. I think this was so pretty. I love it, love it. I love all the scrolly work and all that. Another ledger book page, another one of those pages from that nature. There's some more of my wallpaper pages. This is my thank you and my butterfly poem, and I have it secured with this rusty paper clip. There's my poem I like to put in. Here's another one of those homemade flashcards. And there's another page out of that treasures book, 1874. And then I had this paper clipped because you open this up a little bit more for more writing space. I have it glued to this typewriter course page, typing page. And then this is also a secret pocket here. I forgot to put something in it, so I will do that. This goes here. I will try and remember to do that. Put that there, and then my thank you and my butterfly poem. And let's see, how am I going to remember that? I'm going to put this piece here to remind me. I need to put something there. I need all the help in the world to remind me. And then here's a layaway ticket. This isn't vintage, but it's fun to use. I have this turned over. This was a pattern from an applique pattern book, and this is for a Canadian goose. And so the back of it, that page also has applique pattern here too. And then on the center, I have this really pretty wallpaper This one is available, I believe, in my Etsy in a kit called watercolor watercolor backgrounds. I thought that was nice and light because this book is kind of neutrally. There's some color in it like this, but basically it's kind of muted and, you know, neutral. So then I put these little girls from that Nebraska yearbook, and then I backed this one with some of that extra gridded paper to have more writing space. And these are just clipped on, paper clipped on, so you can do whatever you want. You can put pictures or whatever you want on this pretty background. I have the ties ornamented, embellished, decorated with these pretty little heart charms. And then here's another of one of those the pictures out of the yearbook. And then I turned it up on itself. I backed it with the grid paper again, and I turned this up for a little pocket, and I put Roger Neil Marshall calling card here. Actually, I think these were put in their graduation cards and then handouts at graduation time. At least that's how they were for me when I graduated 100 years ago. And then here's an eye chart. It looks like an eye chart, but it's the alphabet. And then this was found with these, and it's kind of, it must be out of a lesson book. It has questions. It must be something about history. So it talks about number 8. The question number 8 was, when was Florida purchased? From what nation? And for how much? And then up here was something about the Louisiana purchase here. So there were questions. Must have been a history book. So I just thought I'd put that in there. And it's blank on the back side, so it gives you extra space to journal. So I just thought these were fun because I imagined this journal was it belonged to a lady from back in this day, and maybe these were all her friends from her graduation class. Let's see. Then I made this little. It looks like straw paper, but it's just out of I think it was out of a little scrapbook, photograph book, and it already had these holes punched in it, so it looked like a 3-hole pamphlet stitch to me. So that's what that is. And instead of gluing it on, I just have it floating, and I have it on with one of these bulldog clips. And another blank page. This is part of the typewriter course book page. I have this letter here, envelope with a letter, and it's from the McKee School from Baltimore, and it's to Miss Mary Rich, Richland, Catonsville, Maryland, from 1921. And she must have asked for or tried to enroll in a McKee School. And it says, Dear Miss Rich, there is an increasing demand for the well-equipped office assistant. Positions of responsibility and trust await the efficient young woman. This is dated 1921. This paper's in really good shape for that old. Gosh, it's over 100 years old. So that will be tucked in right here with the rusted paper clip. Another page out of the nature book. Gosh, I'm over 20 minutes already. Ledger page, book page. More of the wallpaper. Here's more of that wallpaper that's on my Etsy. Just a little page. You could always tuck, or you could always glue something extra onto this if you'd like, or you could just write there. Another one of those tall, skinny flashcards is a pocket. This is a Tim Holtz card. It's like the back of a cabinet card. This is an authentic Hobbs restaurant, probably order card. The waitress would write your order on. I had a tablet of these. This is just a little decoration for the bottom of that page from Tim Holtz. Some more of that Swedish grammar page. I made this lady into a bottom tuck, and it holds a certificate of recognition. It's ready to be filled out, and you can give it to somebody you want to recognize or fill it out for yourself. More of that doily, paper doily. Wallpaper on my Etsy. This, I didn't know what else to do with it. These are just little cards from Tim Holtz. Give you a little extra journaling space, but I thought they were pretty and kind of muted. They belong here. So I just found a shorter page within the book, and I just hung it on the top there. More ledger page, more of the nature book page, ledger book page, another one of the cursive writing teacher's page. Then this is just a little journal card that I made, and you can journal on the back. I have it paper clipped here with a little tab on the top, or side, I guess. More of the digital stamping. This is the other side of that birthday card, and you can write, and I reinforced the fold. Another pocket here with a pretty little bird and music page. Some more of the ledger page. There's space to write. It's a snippet from a ledger book page. Another word flashcard. And there's a bird here, there's a bird here. And this is from Tim Holtz, and I have it stapled to the top here. Another page out of that antique treasures book, 1874. Made a pocket out of that magazine page. This is another Tim Holtz, and it's held on by a rusty paper clip, and you can write on the back. And this is more of that typing paper, typing course paper, book paper. This is another one of those time cards. And last page has another one of those slant pockets, and I put another one of those statement pages in, and then I put this tall, skinny, or long, skinny birthday cards. Isn't that just pretty? And it opens up, and it looks like it has like a, what's this called? Gathered scalloped edge on it, and it says happy birthday Dat, D-A-T. Never heard of that name. And it's from Betty. I love that. Oh, maybe it's Dot. I bet it's Dot. Happy birthday, Dot. And then I think, yeah, you can open this up fully. Oh no, you can't, because they scotch taped it, and you've got these cool scotch tape marks. But I thought that was pretty. Whoever gets it can scan that and have that forever and ever and ever and ever. And so that goes back in here. And then I made another pocket with this collaged piece, and I put a little butterfly here, stuck some, these are Tim Holtz journaling cards in here. And so that, oh, nope, we've got another pocket to talk about here. Don't end it too soon, Cork. You're only up to 26 minutes. Wow. And so this is a page out of a flower book. So I had to fold it so it would fit. And then this is a little pocket from a Tim Holtz card. I think I have to buy more Tim Holtz stuff, even though I still have a lot of Tim Holtz. So I try to use it up wherever I can. So I have to remember that I still need to put something in the pocket back here, and it'll be a surprise. So that's my sharing today. I will come back with you because I have some more sharing to do. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today is election day, and I hope you all get out and vote. And it's very important to our country. I just hope you go out and do your thing. I hope you have a great day. Bye now.